Hello guys, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to do this cute robot. I'm using CodePen, I have a class named Box, and then I'm using scss. For the colors, I'm using green to blue, blue to green, but it's actually the same linear gradient color. One is for top, then to bottom, one to the left and one to the right, but once again the color is the same. Now inside the box I have some properties like position relative, margin auto, display block and a red border that I'm going to comment as I don't need it. Now I wanted to mention that I'm going to fast forward a little bit to the video, otherwise it could be pretty long, but I'm going to explain you what I'm doing. And also you can find a link to my CodePen and to my GitHub account so you can download the code. Okay, so first I wrote inside the HTML and inside the class box my classes like class head, eye left, inner eye left, pupil left, and then the same for the right eye. And then inside the CSS I had a head class. And then I had some eye classes. Eye left and eye right are pretty much the same. You would only have to change the property left to right. And then the right eye, I thought I could make it a little bit smaller. So yes, that's what I'm doing right now. And then the inner eye left and the inner eye right are almost the same, but I thought I could make two different classes because I added some border. So the left border is not the same as the right border. Then I continue with my pupil left and my pupil right, and in one case it's white color and in the other case is a blue color. So then I continue with the hair. I'm going to have hair left, hair right, hair top left and hair top right. Maybe that's not the best name for the classes, but I couldn't think of something very good. So here you'll see that I'm using the ZDX property, and if you don't know what is ZDX, you can maybe think like layers in Photoshop. So the biggest of the ZDX, it's like the up layer in Photoshop. Or maybe if you still don't understand what is ZDX, you can leave me a comment and I could do a separate video about it. So I think that's it for the hair. Then I have a class named mouth. And then I have some ear bar 1, 2 and 3, and ear left circle and ear right circle. And also this time I'm using ZDX. It's very important here to use also ZDX. The first time I have -1, then -2, sorry, and then -3. For the ear left circle you need a border of 50%, and every time you want a circle you will need also a border radius of 50%. But apart from this, then you can continue with the neck and the upper body. I'm also going to have 2 hands and 2 legs. Inside the upper body, I gave some details like bullet 1, bullet 2, bullet 3 and bullet 4, but these classes are pretty much the same. You will only change top property, then bottom, and accordingly left and right, and you will have some pretty bullets. Okay, I think you see what I mean here. Then I'm going to do a red heart, and you're going to need 3 classes for that: a heart left, right and a heart center. You can use the transform rotate using 40 degrees, but you can use whatever you like. So this property, the transform rotate, helps you rotate a class or an element. Now I'm continuing with the hands. The hands are also the same. Maybe I will just change the color from blue to green right, and then from blue to green left maybe. But of course you can do it whatever color you like. In one hand I'm going to have a rotation of 40 degrees, and in the other hand it will be -40 degrees. here you will see that I'm using the same H line 1, 2, 3 and 4 for both the hands. And then for the palm left and palm right, once again they are pretty much the same. Alright. And last but not least, I'm going to have my legs. Leg right and left leg, and right leg will be again the same. And I will add a shoe left and a shoe right. Okay, we're getting closer. Here you don't need to transform rotate. And now for the lines, the color will be green, and it's like we did in the hands, it's pretty much the same. And for the shoe, maybe change the color to main color. And here I'm using Clippy tool. I will also leave it in the description box a link.